it's Mariah May. You may know me as The Glamour, and you're watching Unpopular Review.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Dynamite Review, AEW style. And my name is Cactus Katie. And my co-host is the lovely Sheriff and Dan the Man today. How is everybody doing?
Swell.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Well, we had a very long episode with overtime and all tonight. Like I said, AEW style for sure.
It's a marathon.
A marathon. Yeah.
What's going on in New York up there? What's happening?
I'm not in New York. It must be Sheriff.
Oh, you can hear the siren. Yeah,
The
that's
street
the NYPD.
noise?
Oh yeah.
They're probably chasing. I don't know. Somebody's took a purse from an old lady. Typical Brooklyn. That's probably what happened.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of sounded like the fire truck though.
I mean,
that would be yeah. What's up, Katie, Sheriff, Dan the Man?
Yes.
Someone is definitely.
What up, Jeff?
Listen, man.
Well,
if this was Florida, you'd be hearing the sound of gators. Okay.
What? Oh wait, that gator makes a sound. I wasn't aware.
It's chomping. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
It's
never
the sound
heard a
of
gator
bones
either.
being crushed as they eat you. That's the sound of gators.
I have been to Florida.
Sirens.
Go to Disney World, get eaten by a gator.
Exactly.
I've been to Florida probably 1,000,000 times, and I've never seen an alligator.
That's because they're scared of you. If I was an alligator, I wouldn't go near Cactus Katie. I'd be like, hell no. I'm gonna end up eating. Yeah.
That's right.
What are you talking about? They're essentially yard dogs. They're not a big deal. Everyone's
I've
catching
never
gators.
seen one. I saw a hog. I took a 7-mile walk, and I only saw a hog.
Listen, don't talk about Vince like that.
He was not on that walk. Yes.
They Vince stray. Well, anyways.
Speaking of Vince, you all can check him out on Raw Rated X on Monday night now.
Bye,
he
Felicia.
has moved over there. So please go and check him out. A little call out to him. Best of luck, bud. And let's get started. Let's get started with tonight's show on Dynamite. Yes, that's where you will find Vince now. He is over there. Yeah.
With the drink in hand.
Well, we all have to survive.
Well, you have a sip, you get drunk. It's fine.
We all have to have good days and bads.
Happy day.
All right, so tonight, AEW started off right off the bat. No intro. Right with the Christian Cage, Hangman, Adam Page, and Jay White and Juice. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. I like those. No, move this. I like those.
We did kick him off.
And we did. Yes, sorry. Bye, Felicia. He had to go.
If you don't like the product,
rated X,
we're tired of your negativity.
What's really the difference?
We started with two of my faves.
SmackDown penetration.
That's Christian and that's Hangman.
Yes, Sheriff, you are 100% right. That was the first match, which was Hangman, Adam Cole, and Christian Cage.
Hangman, Adam Cole.
Hangman, Page.
It's been a long day, folks.
Dude, it has been such a long day. This is my second show of the night, guys. You gotta give me grace.
Yeah.
No. Adam Page, Hangman, and Christian Cage and his gang versus Jay White and Juicy Robinson.
Wait,
so this was a very long match. Very
We
long
got, we
match.
got, we got, some interference from the peanut gallery. Nick
Yeah.
Wayne decided that he wanted to defend his dada, but Hook had other plans. Hook came out,
I
basically
was gonna say Hook showed up during this match as well. I mean, it it was just
It
it
was
was rough.
interesting though because Hangman and Christian didn't really get along. They're not friends just because they're teaming together and they're both heels. That doesn't mean that they're friends. So I thought that was
Fair.
a good little detail. What say
Well,
you,
I
Dan the
mean,
man?
This match was kind of I don't want to say it was dog shit, because it wasn't. It was a good match. Uh, but I feel like the venomous Vincent in me right now is kind of coming out,
I
and
was gonna say, what do you have to make up for Vince not being here?
I mean, I guess someone does. Uh, but listen, this match kind of made a little bit of no sense to me. Um, and if you're trying to do something a little different for AEW, this didn't feel a little different. This felt like a lot of the same.
Is that the
And
sound of
yeah,
Florida?
that was the sound of the opener of AEW Dynamite. Uh, it wasn't a bad match. There were some fun parts about it. I do like this Hangman persona. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing with Christian at this point. Christian Cage literally just kind of looks like he comes out and he doesn't even want to be out there, and he holds on dear life to his contract, knowing that's kind of his quote unquote money in the bank. And then you have Juice Robinson and Jay White, which I don't know when they all of a sudden became baby faces, but they did, and I missed that. So all in all, fun match. I understand they're trying to progress some storylines, but where the hell did Christian Cage kind of fit into this?
So Christian Cage is. I actually think he's probably one of the best parts of Dynamite recently. But the thing
Yeah,
is, because Jay White's been a baby face for a while. I think since his stuff with so he kind of turned the crowd kind of turned him since his stuff with Swerve because Swerve was like kind of being a heel at that point. But
right.
yeah, Hook kidnapped Nick Wayne. Kidnapped
Yes,
is a
he did.
strong word. He did kind of abduct him. They brawled
He
to the back and
abducted
then he
him.
was
That's a
he
good
was
way
he
of
was
putting
never
it.
seen again. One of the best ones on AE Trouble You. Let's clap it up for the exec. He worked
That was a
really
good
hard on
one.
that one. Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
that was a good one.
I don't remember
But
where I was
yeah,
at.
so
Yeah, anyways, so where were we? Oh, we were talking about
the match concluded with
yeah.
Paige and Deadeye on Robinson. What do you for a pinfall? What do y'all think about that?
Okay, good.
Surprised?
Because I like Jay White. He needs to build momentum. I'd like to see him at the top card. But Christian is probably going to be your next champion. You can't have him lose. And you had Hangman beat Swerve. So you should be building him. He should be in a world title feud, to me.
Yeah,
So it
Fair.
makes sense that he's feuding with Christian, or he's facing Christian. Or sorry, I said feuding with. He's teaming with Christian. Because when they were teaming together, you saw the cracks between their team. They were actually not liking each other. You saw that they were having miscommunications, and like you saw cracks between them. And so I think that in the future, when he does become champion, that's something that they can call back to, and they can feud about the title. So yeah, I like that they won because these are the people that you're supposed to be building. I just hate that Jay White had to lose, but we've all got to lose sometimes. It is what it is. Hi,
It
someone's
Ashley.
gonna
is
take
what
the
it
milk.
is.
All right.
But yeah, so that was a very long match. I want
Oh,
to say it was
sorry,
like
Joffrey. Let me give you your claps.
yes. I want to say it was probably at least 20 minutes, including commercial breaks. It was just so long. I
It
just
was on match.
I couldn't even do it. but for watching 2 shows, I'll take it. But after that, we had Redrick Strong versus Lance Archer. So, this match, Strong is...
Whoa.
Did I miss
Are we
something?
just gonna
Skip
are we
the
just gonna
CEO?
skip over, like, the CEO? Are we just gonna skip over
I
Will
can't believe
Ospreay and
you.
Kyle Fletcher?
Vince
Like,
Vince
what are we
isn't
really
here
doing?
for that. Vince isn't
What are we
here to make
doing?
fun of him for the whole CEO comment. So I was kind of saving it. But go ahead. Go ahead,
I
Dan.
mean,
What would you like to say?
Now, to be fair, the CEO, it wasn't a great moment for her. I mean, so Chris Statlander, like, Camille is kind of a dog shit bodyguard because Chris Statlander came and she basically, like, she put them through a wall, like, like, she basically attacked them and she put them through a wall, like, unironically. So, you know, and
it
we
was
saw that
fantastic.
Mercedes online was like, Camille is on probation because she lost her match. And I don't, you know, hire losers. We can never skip the CEO, even though this was another dumb butt segment. There
Well,
was nothing done.
she dropped a
The Raw took
$20,000.
12 minutes to put up. You don't know how long it took for the wall to get put up. It didn't take long for it to go down, though, for Statlander. You know, Mercedes and Camille, they're not coming out strong in this feud really at all. Yeah, they're really putting Chris over heavy. Mercedes, you've gotta get yourself a new bodyguard. Camille is
It's gonna be
Camille's
fine.
just...
cutting it. Or
12
you
minutes
or
of
Camille
match.
is gonna turn on you and then they'll feud. This
Could
is
be.
the best thing that
You
the
know
CEO
that's what's
has
going to happen.
to put herself over with.
Possible. But
Yes,
This
this is a
Chris.
short
Bill
segment.
hasn't recovered from.
Yeah.
Anyways,
No comment. No comment. But yeah, CEO Chris
All right.
Statlander coming up at AEW Full Gear in less than 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Less than we're a week from Saturday.
it's gonna be in
I'm kind of
Jersey,
looking forward.
Well,
right?
I think it's going to be a fun match.
it is. It's going to be... There's a lot of good matches coming up on Full Gear. There's
There
a
is.
lot of
We're
good
gonna get to that.
matches.
Yeah.
We are going to get to
All
that.
right.
And
speaking of
Archer
Full
and
Gear,
yeah, go ahead.
no, I mean the next segment was literally, and that leads right up to Full Gear. We have Will Ospreay calling out Kyle Fletcher. I thought this was one of the best moments of the night. I really
Kyle
did.
Yeah,
Fletcher
I have
is a
all
guy
this written down.
they've put a lot of stock into. I feel like I say that all the time. I like Kyle Fletcher. I like his development. He's done really well. I'm super excited for him and Will. They did a good job of building that bad blood between them. I do think Will is probably gonna beat him, but even so, they're gonna have like you think Will is gonna put over Fletcher?
I think that there's a good possibility Will puts over Fletcher in the first match.
My notes.
Because I don't see this feud ending here. I think this goes to World's End and possibly after.
Yeah, and then the part where because you know Lance Archer, because this will lead into the next match because Lance Archer kind of came out early in Brian Cage. You know, they came to back up Fletcher, but you know, Will Hobbs and I think it was Mark Davis. Mark Davis came out to help Ospreay as well. That's the former partner of Ospreay and also someone that worked with Fletcher as well. They had like yeah, go ahead.
It was a brawl. It was a
I was gonna say
your team full on brawl, and they both had at least 2 people come to defend them. So it makes me think if they're setting up for a 3x3.
I'm sorry, a what?
No, absolutely not. Nobody with the last name Davis is gonna get disrespected around here. Okay, absolutely not.
What's a 3x3?
3-on-3?
Threesome.
Man,
Is that the correct terminology?
this is getting really sexual.
Listen, this is anyways. So the match.
Okie dokie. Well, Well, yes. So, who knows what the future entails?
Oh my goodness! If there's one thing a Davis is used to, it's a salty ex, bro. We
What is
tend to
wrong
have
with
that
this guy?
effect. You know what I mean?
What is wrong with him? Why is he so miserable?
He lost to Davis. It happens, you know.
Ooh, what's his name?
His?
Yeah, the guy, the person that he lost.
Oh, well, he's saying it's a she.
Just a second. Oh man.
Oops, is what Jeffrey said.
Dave? Who is Davis? Who is Davis?
Davis is somebody.
Davis is a last name. Davis is the last name of Mark Davis. Davis is also my last name, and Davis is apparently the last name of the girl that broke Chris's heart. It all comes full circle, you know.
So, did you and Christopher had a thing?
Oh no, this is someone totally different.
Wow, Dan, you are trying.
Your Honor,
trying
I
to get Chris to come on here.
Your Honor, I plead not guilty.
She's pleading the fifth on that one.
Oh, no, I'm pleading not guilty.
She should be so lucky.
I can't even pay a mind to this anymore. This is before.
Okay, we're losing it, guys. All right, so next is Roderick Strong versus Lance Archer. Oh my goodness, this is a fall.
And a fall count anywhere match.
Yes.
Huh.
Who's strong? Roderick Strong?
He is.
I'm sorry, what?
Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong?
Roderick.
Roderick
Strong.
What
Roderick Strong.
One day, this won't be an issue.
I mean, hey, when in doubt, just, sound it out.
Put it out there.
Sound it out.
Well,
roll the dice.
Cool. So
Sheriff had no idea what she was getting into with this.
Not at all. Hey, you could just be like Vince and go to Publix and figure it out,
Oh my goodness. I need a Snickers.
Well, the answers
I'm not me when I'm
You
hungry.
want me to kill Publix for you? For everybody listening right now, you will never think about Publix again once you hear this.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
There's no Publix in the yard. So.
Well, one day they probably will be, though. They have these guardrails in front of every Publix, right? These, little sticks that are sticking up to prevent people from, driving into the store. If you look at them, they're
called ballards.
Okay, well, those ballards look like baby penises.
Well, actually... Wait, they look like what?
Baby penises. I did not look at them ever again.
I did not know that babies have 4-foot penises.
I mean, no, but
so they're phallic.
They're phallically. Mm-hmm.
They're baby phallic.
Yeah, I could never look at them again. They drive me nuts.
Publix. I've never been to a Publix. Wait, Publix NYC? Is there one?
There probably is.
It's saying no. Wait, maps. Is there a Publix? I need to see the... No, there's not. All right. Okay. Well, I guess I won't be seeing the baby penises at any... A lot of cheap inside jokes in this episode. There hasn't been one inside joke.
When in doubt.
No, it's pretty public. Okay. All right, yes. Roderick Strong. A fall count anywhere match. The bout spilled into various areas of the arena. I mean, they were all over the arena. They were in front of the announcer table. They were all over. They were in the stands. I mean, it was crazy. It was just out
there was
of
kendo
control.
Sticks.
It was mad.
Who was it? It was Roddy that used the kendo stick on Archer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, see, and he's cheating. See, but he still won. It doesn't matter.
Yes, he did win. He secured the win, and that means that he has the potential for a title match. Is that right? Dan,
Who's
I know
in
that
Florida?
was
My gosh.
you. Yes, I know that was you. But yes, I'm pretty sure
I don't know what you're talking
that
about.
means he has the ability now to fight, or at least get closer to fighting MJF, who was watching. Yeah, no, I think he still has to beat somebody else before he can get to MJF. Yeah. But MJF is watching, so you know it's coming down the road. Are you just pushing buttons, Dan?
This is not me.
Easy. I don't want to believe this is the sheriff doing that.
Gotta shut that off, or else we're gonna get
That was
down.
that was totally not. I don't know who did that. I can't believe you guys. Come on, this is a serious show. What are you guys doing?
Super.
No.
Super.
I deserve a speedy trial in a court of my peers. Okay. Innocent until proven guilty.
I mean, we did see MJF briefly, watching from home.
As if Florida wasn't gonna strike us for the flush already. Like, come on, guys.
So MJF and Roderick Strong.
Best team in AEW. Adam Cole
No,
says,
they're not wrestling yet. He still has to beat another person before he gets to MJF. So, yeah.
Wait.
He's got a long way to go.
What? No, well, we're not going to see Adam Cole and MJF till World's End.
At least, yeah.
I mean, I think
so there's Adam Cole, and then Daniel Bryan's. Yeah,
Bryan
they're
Danielson?
thinking December.
Can we stop entertaining this buffoonery with Christopher Harris?
Company's
So
anyways,
December.
Well, speaking of Cole,
December. Yeah.
Cole versus Takeshita. Am I missing a backstage segment that happened between then and now? No, I don't think so.
Well, we didn't miss a backstage segment, but we did miss the there was a little clip or speaking of that the MJF paid the Don Callis group / family to push this off. So that was pretty interesting. I think that's why you saw so much of him. But, I mean, hopefully that, Happy Gilmore money goes to better use next week. So, we'll see. But next we have Adam Cole versus Tashikia. Oh, okay.
You know it's all about the boom. Go ahead. Say the name.
I literally practiced this name like 3 times before the show started.
No.
It's Takeshita.
Takeshita.
It's Konosuke Takeshita.
Takesha.
Yeah.
See? You can literally, you guys are going to get clips all day.
Yeah, it is Konosuke Takeshita, guys. Please.
I was not even going to attempt the first name.
I mean,
Konosuke.
If you look at it, it really says take shit. So, you could just
I can't legally say that, because I'd feel racist doing it.
No, it literally says take shit up.
Versus Adam Cole.
It does say it.
Okay.
Like you got, it's like hooked on phonics when you sound it out. Get this off of the screen.
This was a very interesting match. This was a very highly anticipated match. This was a match that people were wondering what was going to happen because there was a lot that this comes out. The outcome changes the dynamic of if it was going to be a threesome or
threesome.
I was waiting for Dan's face. If it was going to be, I mean, how else do you describe that?
A threesome.
I mean, a threesome.
I mean, hey, get it how you get it.
They really should have let us all on, Raw XR, whatever the hell it is, because...
Or the SmackDown, you know.
Well,
The
I can't
wrong
say
Wednesday
that word
person came to the ring, and
There's a
I love it.
Wednesday.
I love it.
Well, MJF paid him to, because Takeshita, or Takeshita, whoever, depending on who you ask.
Take a
He
shika.
did get the win, but he got paid basically. He was motivated by money. He also got to use the diamond ring.
Of course.
Diamonds
Got
are
the diamond ring.
a fighter's
Diamonds
best
are forever.
in this situation, yeah. And so he
Right.
he balled up his fist, hit him with the ring, and then he got the win. Which is
He
surprising.
got the
'cause
win,
Cole
and then
came
it
back,
rolled
not that long ago.
right into... Yes, it rolled right into the hands of the next match. So, yeah, there's no 3 anymore. It's going to be Roderick Strong versus MJF.
Roddy. And then,
you guys are going to have so many commercials on this. It's just going to be crazy. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, well, let's run a commercial real quick. And we will be right back, guys. Once I find a commercial. What? Yeah. Not any of that. No. Nope. Nope. Okay. We'll be right back.
Executive consultant, you sound stupid. For 3 years, you sat here and you acknowledged the one and only, the OTC. Everything you're saying is asinine. Not only you don't believe that shit yourself, God don't believe that shit.
Just a second.
Okay. No, I'm not done. With all due respect, just a second. Thank you. Your opinion doesn't matter because the fact says, the shirt says OTC. So therefore, the company, he's the one true and only tribal chief. Second, to what you did say is true. Roman is the heel. He ain't going to apologize. He don't need to apologize. He's Roman fucking Reigns. Everything you're kind of saying is kind of right. He brought in new people. There would be no... I learned this from you. There is no main event. There is no night one main event Uso Tag Team Championship match if not for Roman Reigns. You're a front runner. First it was Roman. You went viral for how much you were screaming about your tribal chief on SmackDown. You remember that? Almost 3 million views. You remember that? Of course you do. I just saw this utterly rhetoric bullshit that was being spoken. I had to come in here and say something.
The person who is the true tribal chief has this, right? And this is being worn by Solo Sikoa.
Okay, so when do you think they're going to have this Wheel of Fire fight?
They want to have
Does this make me the tribal chief?
All I want to know is
it wasn't given to him. It wasn't given to him. It has to be given to you. It has to be bestowed upon you by an elder in the family.
Who's the elder from the bloodline?
Solo.
Exactly. So everybody's an elder, and they gave it to him. That is your Solo. That is your tribal chief. It is Solo Sikoa. Just a second. You do the show for the intelligent wrestling fan. You said it yourself. Solo's out here on a world-making Hall of Fame tour. He's beating all these world champions. That's what Mike Knox said, right? 3 X's because he's hardcore, because of the Mike Knox show, brought to you by Mike Knox, presented by Mike Knox, hosted by Mike Knox, directed by Mike Knox, produced by Mike Knox, watched by Mike Knox, written by Mike Knox, screenshotted by Mike Knox. So that's what you said. I'm bringing up what you said, sir. So yes, when I sit here and tell you that Solo Sikoa is your tribal chief, guess what? I got it from, hear me out, I heard it from Mike Knox.
Well, guys, that is our wonderful EC, Mike Knox, spelled with 3 X's because he is hardcore and uber awesome. I forgot what they said, but I heard once that they said. What does he say the 3 X's are for?
Solo Sikoa Glaze is crazy.
I know, Mike. But yes, that was a great one. But we're going right back into the Brett Baker and Dr. Baker.
You're moving a little too
Oh my
fast.
gosh!
You're
Not
moving a
skipping
little
the
too
champion.
fast.
Not skip. Oh my.
All right.
He's hardcore.
So,
that's what it is.
Konosuke
Takeshita. Yeah, whatever. That guy.
See? You ain't any better. It ain't any better.
Oh, it's better. It's way better. Trust. He did end up beating Adam Cole. So then we're going to go backstage. Oh, actually, but then, they did have a really interesting segment at the end of the match because you did have Roderick Strong come out. You had Kyle O'Reilly come out to make the save.
Yes.
And Adam Cole tried to get the band kind of back together. And Kyle O'Reilly was
And
like,
he
no, I
said,
don't want
Not
it.
having
I
it.
don't want it. I'm done. So that's something to watch.
bye.
That's something to watch, guys.
Very much
There's
so.
a lot of storylines that started tonight. I'm
That's-
not
There's a
gonna
lot.
lie. They
That
are
are-
There's a lot of
running.
stuff.
And they're all running
And we're
congruently.
skipping over them. We're skipping right over them.
Listen,
I
man,
know.
you can't, skipping Moxley is egregious, man. We go backstage, he pulls up in the vehicle with Marie.
Hold on. We got to talk about the Hurt Syndicate.
Wait, was that before or after?
It was before.
Are you sure? Okay.
I'm not
Are you sure?
watched it.
No.
I watched it too. The Hurt Syndicate.
I had a
just-
second. I was doing a show at that
wait.
point, so
He's talking about the scene where with Renee Paquette where they were talking.
of course.
Right? Yeah. That was before.
Wait. I've been corrected many times in my UPR career here. It is actually called the what is it? Remarkable Renee.
See,
Yes.
it's all kinds of egregious stuff going on here. The remarkable Renee Paquette, who apparently, according to MVP, was not remarkable because he didn't like the questions that
Nope.
she was asking Lashley. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it myself, okay?
You
Well,
You
damn
know
right.
what? You know why she got that name? Because
she's
she's married
remarkable?
to Mox. Because she's married to Mox.
Bro, inside baseball. How are we? Listen, we don't know that. That's a secret. That's an industry secret. How could
That's
you
the
do
biggest secret of all time. How'd you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm
Did you,
jealous.
did you know that Triple H was married to Stephanie?
What?
Bet you didn't know that. Yeah. I'm
Yeah, no,
fightful
I
at this
totally
point.
did.
I'm basically fightful, leaking everything.
Where is the Mad Dog when you need him?
I know. All right, go ahead. Go ahead from now. Go on.
No, yeah, Dan the man. It's one line that makes faces the rest of the interview. That's not true.
Yeah,
The only reason that
that's true.
happened is because MVP was a hater, didn't like her
Nope.
questions
It's true.
this one
It's
time.
true.
But the Hurt Syndicate does show up again later after this, but we'll
They
get
do.
to that.
They do.
That's the segment I was thinking of. But go
Now
ahead,
your
Dan.
favorite segment. Now your favorite segment.
Moxley.
The Death Riders
Moxley
take
shows
over
up.
the Superstation.
I really thought this was going to happen way earlier in the night. Like, this made me think that I was going to be able to see Mox all episode.
Yeah, the
What
way
did they
said
do to take over?
right?
Nothing.
This
The
is
same thing
as
it means
last
to be
week.
CEO.
This is the same. They come out, they cause havoc, they beat up people. Mox talks. He says, "This isn't right. This is all bad."
Well, this is where, though, okay, so this whole scene, I could break it down for you right now. So
Break it
he
down.
pulls up, he comes out to the ring, and he calls out Orange Cassidy. And Orange Cassidy, after, does this whole intro, comes down, and they start
What up,
collaborating.
Mad Dog?
Mad Dog, there you are! Yes.
We were looking for you, man.
I know. Yes. But yeah, we totally see Orange Cassidy come out, and then we see Orange Cassidy talk about playing pawns, being pawns and playing chess, which I guess is a throwback in Moxley's words from the past. And he says
that's not checkers, man.
Orange Cassidy's on his game. I'm gonna say that.
he had a great
He
monologue
also
here.
reminded Moxley that I've beat you before. Let's be very clear.
He
This
did.
isn't
Yes.
like Orange
did.
Cassidy has proven it. Is that man? Yeah, Orange Cassidy has proven
Wasn't it a
himself.
year ago exactly at Full Gear when he beat him?
Yes,
Oh,
at
it
Full
might
Gear
be.
last year.
That's true. It might be a year to the date at Full
And
Gear.
they're going against each other again at Full Gear.
Right.
And he
So-
made a nod to that. He's like, I'm the guy that doesn't even like to wrestle because he's so
Yes.
lazy. He said, but
I
I think
wrestle
over
the
the years
most.
I've kind of shown, I'm not bad at it, right?
He actually holds a lot of title matches. Like,
Yeah.
he has wrestled a lot.
Oh, a lot. And his run with that Atlantic title was probably the best, like, for that particular championship.
Yes.
And then he said, he called Wheeler Yuta a pawn. And he said, I'm going to take this pawn to get to the king, which was a great promo line. And what also made it great was that when he delivered it, Wheeler Yuta yelled, "I'm not a pawn." And then Claudio looked at him like,
lies.
Nigga. Yes, you are. But it is what it is.
It just went full circle,
he gives creative control to. Dude, that's not true. That's not true. First of all, you guys say, Tony Khan's a bad booker. He books this. It makes no sense. He ruins everything. But then it's, everybody has creative control. The inmates run the asylum. But then it's, Tony Khan doesn't listen to anybody. Which one is it, bro?
When are we getting Shane McMahon?
We are not going to get Shane McMahon. That's not going to actually happen. That
I genuinely thought that I guess not.
That has fizzled out.
What makes you think we're not getting him?
Because they are saying
I'm saying that's the other half of the bad faith criticism. Yours is the first half. He gives too much control to other people. And then the other half is he doesn't listen to anybody and he runs roughshod. But two things can't be true at once. They just have no... People just say anything. That's not how AEW creative works. They have a creative
Jon
team.
Moxley is in charge of creative right now. He is making the shows. I don't know what the heck Tony Khan's doing.
Creative control. He doesn't have creative control. Do you guys know what creative control is?
I will tell you exactly what they're saying about it. I sent that to you earlier.
Yeah.
And it did say that he got that title.
They said that it's going to be a hard reset on. They said AEW is going to have a hard reset, basically.
Shane McMahon.
Yeah. Yeah, but they also talked about Shane McMahon.
But that was
Shane
like
McMahon's not happening.
Yeah, but that was like in character. Like that's the whole goal of the storyline. He's like, I'm hiding the championship in this briefcase. Why? We don't know. This is, the AEW originals versus that. He's like, I'm taking over the station. Really took over TBS. Basically, like, it's like storyline. Like, you guys haven't really, the times of creative control, you guys haven't really seen it, to be honest.
Well, so on August 28th, Jon Moxley had a hip injury. And since then, he has been in charge of elevating talent and implementing consistent changing for long-term success. He emphasizes the importance of focus and dedication across all levels of the company, wanting to make it and foster both great wrestling and great people. That's what he's been doing. So, we'll see. That's why we haven't seen him actually wrestling, because he's been recovering from a hip injury. Mm-hmm.
He's a locker room leader. He's the top guy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's Jon Moxley.
Speaking of, it'll be him. It'll be next week. It'll be Wheeler Yuta and Orange Cassidy.
Yes.
Which is a match I don't think we've ever seen.
I have never seen it. And we also, I will not be surprised if we see a Darby Allin and what's the guy's name? The bald guy?
Oh, Claudio?
Claudio. It's going to be Darby Allin and Claudio. That may be at Full Gear, or it could be in December. I'm not sure. But that for sure is another storyline that came out.
That part of the segment was so good. I love this new character of Darby where basically he just jumps from literally out of nowhere.
Like, his hip flexors must be like straight rubber bands, because that man can fly out of anything.
That scene at the end when they were like trying to leave the arena through the crowd, and then Darby just jumps from literally anywhere, like from the crowd, and attacks Claudio. That was really great. Claudius, it's not Claudius. New gimmick for Darby. Yeah, he's doing a thing where he does like surprise attacks. Yeah,
surprise attack.
He's adopting from Sting, to be honest. Darby
Well,
is
that's
crazy.
fair. Old news.
And this is new. Yeah,
Right.
he's doing it. Yeah, he's doing a lot more than he really ever
He
did.
is doing
Like
a lot
usually,
more.
what he used to do is he would come down with a skateboard, and then he would
Right.
attack with a skateboard.
In
That's
his
what he
pink
used to
fuzzy jacket.
do. Darby is a
Yeah,
crash
that
test
was-
dummy. You're full
That's
of
one way to look at it. But you know who we didn't see, at least in
Darby
the
always
first
been
part of this?
No, that's not true, dude. This has literally clearly been into. Wait, you're right. Why am I going back and forth with Chris? Go ahead, Cactus Kitty.
Alright. Am I wrong to say now we are at Brett Baker? Does everybody agree?
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Because
We're going to
because
start.
every time she tries to move to a match, we're like, hold up, wait, there's something before that. So now she's saying,
The learning
are we
tree.
at the actual match of Britt and
Oh,
Penelope?
yes, there was a learning tree segment. I try to forget
We
about
can
the learning
skip
tree
that one.
segment. Yeah,
We
we
can
did
All
skip
right.
that.
Sorry, Chris Jericho and your Ring of Honor World title, which obviously means nothing to anybody here.
Ishii, he's facing
That's
Ishii,
cool.
right?
Yeah, he's gonna fight Ishii. All right, next.
Next. So,
There you go.
now,
Carry on. Carry on.
Britt
Now
Baker
we
versus
have
Penelope Ford.
the most beautiful dentist in Winter Park, Florida, which is Britt Baker and Penelope Ford. DMD.
Yep.
So,
Penelope returned not that long ago. She was out for like over 2 years, which is crazy. Britt Baker is also someone that's returned after a long hiatus. She's had at least one
She did.
feud
You're
under
welcome,
her,
Christopher.
under her belt so far. But yeah, and they pointed out on commentary that these are two AEW originals. That's something
They
that
are.
they are.
they answered my Marina question. You didn't have a real question. You had hate.
Yeah.
But
Okay, that's what you had.
is Britt Baker in the doghouse? No pyro.
I did notice that too. To be honest, I think there's a lot going on. There's a lot you could say about Britt. What I will say is I appreciate the fact that she returned.
Yes.
She gave us a good return moment with Mercedes, and she did the deed. She put Mercedes over. We don't have any issues. I am disappointed that we're not seeing her with Hater. I think that
I'm
gives
waiting for
credence
that.
to- I think rumor has it there's beef behind the scenes. They don't fuck with each other. But how do you fall out? Like both of y'all were injured and not around. How did y'all find time to fall out with each other? Is what I just don't get.
He's found a
Like
lot
in
of time to
Friday
fall
where it's
out with a
like you
lot
got
of
fired
people,
on your day
though.
off. How you got beef on your day off? But I think that lends credence to that. I think
You
that,
don't even go here.
basically, yeah. It's like so, but I think that I think they're not sure what to do with her right now because where does she really go from here? I think they're trying to
Right.
build her back up organically because Britt Baker is still charismatic as hell. Even though y'all tried to hate, Britt Baker can wrestle. I hate
She
people
can,
have
absolutely.
people have one clumsy match or bad match, and y'all try to act, especially with the women, y'all try to act like they can't wrestle because they have one. Like, get the fuck out of here. She still sells merch. She's still charismatic. She can still talk. She can still do the job, and she
I'm sorry, she can still
think Britt
talk.
Baker- she can still talk. All right.
She can still talk.
She can. I think Sheriff, I think
Beef
we
with
talked
grits
about this
around.
before.
But that's
that-
what I was getting at, right? There's a
Mhm.
difference, right? There's always beef when a lot of people are around. What
Oh,
matters
yeah.
is whether you can move past that and still do business. And Britt
Tell
Baker
'em.
has proven that she can. You know, we haven't seen her assault any of her coworkers yet. So let's, keep that trend going.
Maybe not physically assaulted them, but I'm pretty sure she got in trouble for verbally assaulting them.
Well, it wasn't a coworker. It was MJF's girlfriend who doesn't work for AEW, I don't think.
Oh, okay. That's
But I see what you're. Or maybe she does. I don't actually know, but
I don't know. We'll have to look that up. But yes, we will. Thank you for the reminder, sir. We still have to talk about what happened in this match, which is great technical. Lockjaw came out. Great match. I enjoyed it. But after the match, we had. I know. We need them.
Oh, we need to cut to a quick commercial break before we
I know. We have 2 more matches. 2 more matches. 2 more. I'm trying to get through this one, Dan, sir.
All right, let's go.
We had Serena Deeb.
Can we?
See, I was right.
Why does this? Thank you. What the heck? Sorry, I was trying to remove that Marina comment because it was stuck there and the hate was.
Oh, all you have to do.
I removed it, but it kept like coming back on its own. That's probably the exact trolling.
Yeah. So we see Miss Serena coming out, and she signals that she wants a match in the future. So we'll see if these women finally get their day again.
Seeping through. Sorry.
Yeah, it's always seeping through. So, but you know what segment we can get to next? Whose house? No.
It's not the main event yet.
It is not the main event, Dan. I know what I'm doing here.
Oh my God, here we go.
Listen, this is an all elite woman right here. She knows what she's doing.
But yes, all right. Whose house is it? Dan. Whose house?
Dan the man's house, coming back to reclaim my throne. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, we had Prince Nana coming out. Sheriff, do you want to do the Nana?
Yes, sir. Why not draw? And then vote. That's when the beat drops.
I don't do that part.
Is that how it goes?
She doesn't get that note of that one, but.
So yes, we have Swerve Strickland versus Lio Rush, and this one was really interesting match. It was pretty quick.
Okay.
Oh my God, you would know, Chris Harris. You would know.
Get Marina, bro. I can't do it, dude. You see what I'm talking about,
bro? You know what? Easy fix to all this.
Okay, going on.
Where you at, dog? Where you at? Come
Just
on,
a second.
Come on, Easty.
I'm trying to figure out why no one has answered my Marina Shafir question. Like, it took away 100,000 people in ratings. That left them with 300,000 left. And just for the record, I didn't put myself on. This was Dan. This was not me. I was in the back. Yeah. I was chilling. I was trying to figure out how Sheriff.
No, but look, you were right there. You were ready to go. You had your comment ready. You had to say something. You knew you were wanting this. You were ready for this.
You listen. The hate. It's SMH, man.
You know, you proved you were Davis when you were doing the swerve when you were driving for a couple seconds.
Wait, what'd you say? Wait, what'd you say?
You proved you were Davis.
It doesn't matter what you said. Anyways.
Well, after the swerve match, we had to address the audience. Whoa. Calling out the new AEW wrestler, but not a new wrestler, Bobby Lashley. Right? So they wanted to confront and bring up some business talk.
Some business.
Standing on business.
Yeah.
Got that business on deck.
Of course, this led to a very physical altercation.
Well, I mean, listen.
Kind of one-sided.
Lio Rush is a good talent, but because he's so small,
he's so small.
He's so easy to ragdoll. Like,
It's not the
Lio Rush
size
puts
of the
people
boat.
over.
It's the motion of the
Ooh.
wrestling.
What?
It's the motion of the
Go
of the
ahead.
ground.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
My toxic trait is still believing in Lio Rush. I don't know why I continue.
I
The
mean,
guy
I
is
have a
kind of
lot of
his own
toxic
worst enemy.
traits, Sheriff,
Just a second.
but we don't
Can you please explain
we
this?
don't need to talk about all those.
Just a second. Hold on.
Who needs a second?
Just a second.
EC,
Yes.
just a second. I need to know what happened to my show in my absence because this, I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know how we basically have become an ad for
Just a
Pornhub.
Just a second. You went to Nashville. No one heard from you.
We've
in like
become an
weeks.
ad for Pornhub, and I don't know what's happening.
Okay, that's all I know. But the only other thing I want to know is why does Marina Shafir always come out look like she was forced to watch one of her matches? Why?
Oh my god!
Why? Can somebody answer that question? Like, who pissed?
No,
Like,
we don't have Mad Dog on here to answer you.
Cactus. Is she that unhappy with Rhetoric Street?
Cut my music. Cut my music. Are we back on track?
Kinda.
Listen,
We're
man.
starting to lose it though. But we have one more viewer since then.
The viewers just
All
keep coming, and the sense we make is just less and less. But
It's getting later and later in the night.
This segment, so Swerve did beat Lio Rush. This was actually a really good match. It got a "This is awesome" chant from the crowd. That's how fun
Yes,
it was.
you did.
It did devolve into a physical altercation at the end when Swerve called out Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley came out. This physical altercation was basically one-sided because, Bobby Lashley came out, but we didn't immediately see Shelton Benjamin. Anybody smart would have realized that they were trying to ambush him, which is exactly what happened. The only person he had with him was Nana. What the fuck is Nana doing? Nothing. So he got beat down by Shelton.
He drinks his coffee. He's got his coffee cup.
And he dances. He helps. Just not physically. So it didn't really do anything. And then, Bobby Lashley puts him in the full Nelson and puts him to sleep, basically brutalizes him.
Yep.
Yeah, that was that. But I am excited to see what is going to happen with the Hurt Syndicate because they wanted to recruit Swerve. He said no. They also wanted to work with Ricochet. They're just going all the black talent. It's not. I don't think it was a coincidence that Lio Rush was in this segment. We might see Lee Johnson make a random appearance just because he's happens to be black. We'll see. Poor Nana.
Can we get a token white guy in there?
I know. All he did was swerve when he drove. Okay, it's not even a real traffic offense.
Just give me a token white boy in there. That's all.
Kyle Fletcher. That's the best. Or they'll give you Jericho. That's the best you'll get.
No.
Yeah. Do without it. Yep. Yeah.
That's
no.
not.
I'm gonna need Gabe.
That's a
I need
pawn.
Gabe. What's it? Can I get one of the Can I get the Briscoe? Can I get him?
You can get one
The
of them
Krakens?
boys. Oh, they're like spicy white though.
They're spicy white.
Mm-hmm. They're like hot mayo.
Oh yeah, they are. Got that hot stove. Get
They're
that,
more
that redneck kung fu.
All right, EC, check your phone. I answered your question for you. All right. Now peace out with that. All right, let's run one more commercial break. And we will be right back.
Blast for sure.
Steve, stop the drilling, stop the madness, stop the oil.
Knox show.
You know who the fuck Bobby Lashley is, okay? His fucking name in AEW is Bobby Lashley. So let's not act like we don't know who Bobby Lashley is. You can cut a short. You can clip this. You can have Max Headroom himself come back from the 80s to make this sound better than what it can sound. But you know its name. Say my name. Say my name. It's Bobby Lashley. Okay? But there is no main event Uso without Roman Reigns.
That's true.
Roman. This is not his shirt says OTC. Doesn't say equal. You know what I mean? Give me some of them honey, them honey dudes.
As over as he is, do you think that he will be a world champion? I do not. As big as
still not. He still will not be. He still will not be.
They might give him
nope.
They might give him the Kofi Kingston treatment.
Who we talking about, Jay? No.
Jay.
Talking about Jay.
No.
I think even in.
Why am I getting interrupted?
I don't know. Go ahead. It's the crew. This is what happens when you come in the barbershop. Everybody's all them in the barbershop. You got to get in and fit in where you want to in the barbershop, okay? Or we got one rule around here.
No, I have nothing to say. I'm just interested that you're in the barbershop.
I would just say this. I agree with you. If I had been home watching this on Saturday, I would have wanted to go live up against any other competition show because they couldn't have measured up. Okay, but truth be told, that's why we take our time around here. We make sure they're worthy. Carrie Hilson type shit, Beyonce type shit. We put on condoms.
Don't be throwing Carrie Hilson in the
Have you seen the popsicle? No. Carrie Hilson's an all-time great.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. YouTube or Google me, turn it up and play it. Cause many people think it, I just had the balls to say it.
Hold on here. Is it the barbershop? Is it the barbershop? It's the barbershop. I mean, we can't talk straight in the barbershop. Then where can we talk straight? We can't talk straight nowhere else. You know, this ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Wow.
Welcome back, guys. That is Mike Knox, hardcore, great guy. You can check his show out on Mondays.
Justice for Ron.
What?
Justice for Ron.
Yeah. All right, main event time. This is going to be FTR versus Kings of the Blackthorn.
House of Black.
House of Black. Other name for.
They're part of House of Black. But you're right.
Yes. This is
I'm sorry.
match, so...
What's the name of the team?
Kings of the Blackthorn. That's them together.
Right.
I thought it was Kings of the Black Throne.
Is it not Thorn?
I thought it was Thorn.
It's Thorn?
It's Thorn.
Okay. But they are a member of House of Black.
Yeah, they're a House of Black. But the winner of this match gets to do the Tag Team Championship at Full Gear.
They didn't technically change their name. The faction is still House of Black. It's just them as a
tag team.
It's kind of like how the New Age Outlaws is different from DX, even though they're in DX. Kind of.
Exactly, Sheriff. This is why I like you.
What are you
knows what she's talking about?
I tried.
She's an intelligent wrestling fan. That's all.
She is.
Smart fans. What do you mean?
Just like Cactus Katie's, she's getting there. She's getting there. Close. You're almost there.
Once I'm not doing two shows on one night, it's going to be a whole different game. But
it's been, guys, it's been a long night.
Yeah.
She's getting there. I like it.
This
and beforehand,
was
before the match, the tag team champions, Private Party, did come out to get a front row seat to watch this
with champagne and a wine bucket. I mean, they were not missing a second.
Well, yeah.
You blinked and you missed it. The reason is because not only do I remember the Julia Hart vignette, I do remember that Jamie Hayter had some words with the remarkable Renee Paquette. This is before the main event, right? And she said that, I came back and, I took out some people that I wanted to take out, but now I only have one thing left on my mind. And as she said that, the screen just goes black and it cuts to a Julia Hart vignette. I almost thought that they had went to commercial. The way
I saw that in the corner of my eye. I thought it was a commercial, but I was in the middle of my show.
It's easy. I almost walked away from the screen like, oh, well, they just cut her off, went to commercial. What the actual fuck? No, that was actually a Julia Hart vignette. She is returning. Finally. And also, she got a call from someone. Did she say Brody?
It was Brody.
And I was like, Brody Lee, even though I know that is not even possible, right? Because he's not. But I was like, that's interesting, right?
Brody King.
Julia Hart is she's still developing in the ring, but her character work, the stuff that they do with her is just phenomenal. So I'm excited for that. Keeping up, Joffrey. You should have been up here. Let's get you on the show because
That's good, Jeff.
He knows.
That 2 times Brody King. Yeah, it is Brody King.
Yeah, I know. They don't listen to me.
When she said Brody, because you know how
he's outnumbered now.
He was leader of the Dark Order. When she said Brody, I was like, Brody. My mind went to Brody Lee. I was like, but that doesn't even make sense. He's not alive. So.
Unreal.
I think the odds were against you on that one. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, you know what, Dan? Yes, the odds are against you on this nice little show we have going on, but some people would look at you as a very lucky man.
Who?
You got 2 girls on here to battle it out with.
What does that? What does that mean? That I don't have women in my life that I speak to? I'm not a typical wrestling fan that never interacts with a female. Okay.
Okay, we must admit that this entire episode was meant to be a shameless plug for the UPR OnlyFans. Please subscribe to the UPR OnlyFans.
Could you imagine the UPR OnlyFans? We do have. We do have a Patreon if you guys would love to check that out. There's going to be some great segments on there coming up very soon. So stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned. Very excited. But yeah, so
so basically what it's going to be is it's going to be Vince talking a whole bunch of nonsense. We're going to have Katie showing her feet. We're going to have Dan the Man's knowledge.
No, you're going to be showing your feet too.
We're going to have Barbara.
Okay.
It's going to be amazing.
On the Patreon, maybe we'll have an extra little link there to a fans only page.
On the Patreon. On the Patreon.
All on the Patreon.
Let's collab with Mandy Rose on Fansly.
Breaking news, guys. Breaking news. Guess what? We're almost done with the show. Let's just get through the... What is this? Probably like 7 minutes over at this point in the night. It was so long.
We're not that bad.
But, I mean, it was a good main event. There was a lot of action. There was great performances by both sides. But the tag team title match does go in competition to the King of the Black Throne.
Can I see where the Blackthorn came from?
I don't know, but it's legitly THRONE. So.
Where? Where is this?
On the breakdown. See? Right there.
I'm gonna take your word.
Yeah. So.
House of Black did get
guys. It's pronounced throne. So we're both right, Dan. For once, we could be on the same page. We could be on the same page, Dan. It's gonna be okay. As he freezes, and now I can totally take full advantage of this. No. Oh no, I think he's back.
Kings of the Black Throne. My internet is dog duty right now.
They are turning face to save face and keep Aleister Black in AEW.
Alright guys, we're 4 minutes over tonight, but that was our AEW review of November 13th Dynamite. So we did have a promo for Collision during this episode. So check that out on Saturday nights. And also check us out every Wednesday for AEW's All Elite Women and Friends. Thank you so much, Dan, for coming on the show with us. Hopefully you can come back next week. We'll see how that works out. And good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
You are fantastic. You are great. AEW.
AEW. Love you all. Good night, guys.